Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plat. Purplatypus is the name, and welcome to another unit review. And you know what? Today, you get morning Plat. What does that mean? It means I normally record my videos at night, but I didn't record one last night because I was playing World of Warcraft and Outriders with my friend. And so you're getting morning Plat, which has 20% less hair and a bit more attitude. And I gotta ask you guys, why the hell am I making this video? We're doing a unit review for none other than, sorry, Squid Boy. Get out of here. We're doing a review for none other than Zoma. All right. Yeah, we're not going to use mine. We're going to use the stats on the other screen, but just to show off that I have one. That's cool, right? And like, I've been asked to make this video, and I just don't know why. Guess what? Everyone knows Zoma's fucking incredible. It's a really good unit. Let's crank this up a little bit. There we go. That's more like it. So without further ado, let's get into it. 617 HP. Honestly, not the greatest HP, but it's really good. It's actually, that's just like a really nice, acceptable HP. Not to mention the fact that it has this Dark Robes battle start, 20% reduced damage for 3 turns. So all damage received. So it kind of has 20% more HP than this is for the first 2 turns of combat. Oh, first 3 turns of combat. So, and for arena, especially when you're trying to win in the first like 2 turns, whatever, you can even have Zoma tank to an extent, because 20% less is a lot. It's almost like they have an extra, what, 120 HP or something like that for the first 3 turns, I think. Tact 230, doesn't matter. It's actually good attack, surprisingly. Not amazing, but it's like relatively good, but just don't touch it. Agility 303, great agility, fantastic. Movement 2 is literally the worst movement in the game, but it's also the average, so, that's fine. They have a lot of range with their abilities. Zoma's not really about positioning as much. 362 MP. This could definitely become a problem in grindier fights, but for the most part, if fights are going to be ending in under 4 turns, you're probably fine. Defense 217, a little bit low, but again, Zoma has a lot of HP, and they're mostly going to be fighting other mages. They're not going to have frequently physical attackers aren't going to get up in their face if you're positioning properly. Oh, and here we go. Wisdom. 327 with no equipment. Bro, why not just throw in another, like, if once you throw a staff on, this thing is gonna have like, you know, 350 plus. Like, that's insane. Not to mention the abilities are insane too. 65 weight. This is a banner unit, so we haven't really talked about it in the channel, but the way I believe it, there's like a list. I don't know. Watch a Laliette video. He kind of goes over that stuff a bit more. But banner units weigh 65. Normal generic S-pull units, I think, weigh 50. And then like F units weigh 5. But I don't know the weights in between. It's something like that. Point is, he's as heavy as you can get. He's a fat boy. But you know what? He carries his weight. All right, leader perk here. Raises crack type spell potency by 20% for everyone in a 5x5 area. Okay, so he's not the greatest leader, but he's a very good leader. Obviously, if you're gonna go all in on crack, which is a funny sentence, 20% potency is massive and huge. Obviously affects himself. So if you're going up in arena against a team that has like 2 or 3 crack weakness units, this guy could be a good leader. I know a lot of people like White King. I don't even remember what his leadership ability is, but I think it might just be all spells. So for coverage, it could be better. But if someone is like a Pokemon gym leader and every one of their Pokemon is weak to the same thing, this is going to be really good. And not to mention, it's just like, if you don't have any other good leaders for a team that you want to build, Zoma's really good with his own leadership ability, of course. What am I supposed to go here? We'll just do abilities. We'll just go down in the order that they give it to us here. Ability, Frigid Breath. Deal moderate crack type breath damage to all enemies in an area of effect. Rarely stuns. Frigid Breath is really good. Like, actually really good. I know it's a breath attack, but Zoma is a really high level, so it's going to be stronger on him than it is any other unit. 20%. It doesn't get the 20% spell potency from this, but it does get there is an A unit that does increase the potency of crack breath damage. So it could be, you know, it could be potentially a good meme leader there, I suppose. But the thing is, Frigid Breath does have a chance to stun. It has really low MP cost comparatively, but also this is basically like the best breath attack for crack, I think, in the game right now. It may not be, but like there's only like one other unit with Frigid Breath, I think, and I think it's Dragon Slime, the A unit. But most people have like not Frigid Breath. There's like Cold Breath and Cool Breath. I don't know, but Frigid Breath is like the one I think 2 of them say moderate, but it's kind of like Inferno. I think this is like the crack types version of Inferno. give or take. I don't know if it's quite that good, but this has been very, very good. Obviously, you almost never use it because every other ability is nuts. But when you're out of MP and you only have one more cast left of this, it's like you're still doing good damage. Psycho Cannon deals major spell damage to one enemy. This is typeless. You can't resist it. You can't resist this spell. I mean, you could do like the increase your spell resistance, but if someone's spending turns increasing their spell resistance, then you're using it. It's like you're dealing that unit missed a turn. I don't know. Increasing spell resistance is probably pretty good, but that's literally the only defense in the game, and it's currently only on 2 units. I guess spell resistance is kind of on 3 units if you count the dark robes from Zoma, but still major spell damage. It doesn't matter. The coverage, obviously this never gets the brilliance bonus, but it always does incredible damage. Like, so this is like your fallback ability, I feel like, most of the time. But even if you go up against a team where every unit resists crack, like, this ability is still really good. So Zoma's just nuts. Glacial Doom, this is like kind of the bread and butter of what you're going to be doing most of the time, in my opinion. Deals major crack type spell damage to all enemies in area of effect. This is just crackle on crack, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is really, really good. It does tons of damage. I think Psych Cannon might actually do more single target damage. That probably does, but when you have Brilliance in there, I think Glacial Doom is probably better. It's just insane. It does great. It doesn't have a chance to stun. I actually really like that Frigid Breath does have a chance to stun. The Glacial Doom, I don't need to explain it. It's just crackle, but it does way more damage. Also because it's an A ability, like, so C spells like crack, and then B spells like crackle each have a wisdom limit, I think, right now. Like, I think crackle, you stop dealing damage after 256 wisdom. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. And so if you have a unit with 300 wisdom, but they're using crackle, they're not doing anything with the extra wisdom right now. So it's probably you're going to want to put HP instead of more wisdom on that unit. But for ability like Glacial Doom, I don't think there's currently a known cap on the wisdom. So the more wisdom you get, the better you're going to do. So that's a pretty big benefit as well of the A abilities. Awakening skill, Spell Tricks, lowers spell MP cost and raises potency and effect. I think this is 10% on both. It might be 5%. I don't know exactly what it is, but obviously lowering your MP costs might give you an extra cast, and raising potency across the board is insane. And you can tell, oh, look at this. He actually just gets spell potency. That's so good. It's not even Glacial Doom potency. It's spell potency plus an additional 10%. That's pretty nuts. And the fact that every stats up also gives him extra wisdom, which does matter on his abilities. Resistances, Frizz Bang, I like those. Weak to Zoom, Whoosh, Zap. Like, I'm not good at analyzing resistances. Like, what's a good combination? What's a bad combination? I just don't know enough, which are, like, someone else has probably done the work on that. But resistance to sleep and spell lock, insane. Immune to stun is actually a bit more common than you would think. Ooh, super weak to paralysis Frizz. Interesting. I've never heard of paralysis Frizz. No, but it's paralysis, and I don't know why I had the word Frizz after there. There's also like Sizzle after that one attack on King Bubble Slime still. Super weak to Hobble. We don't care about Hobble. We do care about paralysis a little bit, but being immune to stun, resistant to sleep, and spell lock are all insanely good. So what kind of equipment on, look at this is another thing. Like, why do I even mention it, right? Let's go back to my Zoma. Let's go back to my Zoma. There's a dagger called the Zoma dagger. It's called the Doom dagger. It does Glacial Doom potency. You know that ability that is Zoma's potentially best ability? You can re-roll this to get Glacial Doom potency. Very good. So this is a unit you're going to want to stack, in my opinion, as much wisdom as possible. I could see someone wanting to go a little bit of HP to keep him even tankier, but honestly, he's tanky enough, I think, and he has 20% reduced damage taken for 3 turns. Just get as much potency and wisdom as you can. And if you have like some other weapon that does like crack type spell potency as well, maybe not quite as good as the Doom dagger, that's probably good. But like, look at this. This is insane amounts of damage. You just want crack type potency, Doom potency, Doom potency. Typically potency is better than wisdom, I think. I'm not 100% sure how it works with the formula, but I know people say usually stick with potency when you can. Maybe that's mostly due to the wisdom cap. But I don't know. Either way, you could re-roll this, probably get a better version of this dagger, but I'm pretty happy with this one right now. As for equipment, there are other armor, there's not really much to talk about. Teammates, this one's gonna be interesting because Zoma's so good literally everywhere. Like literally everywhere. When I kind of like, if you want to put Zoma as a leader, you just want to look for let's take a look. I think I already have a teammate here. I just gotta find it. That's not it. I don't know what the hell this team is. What is that team? I don't know. There was an idea there. Let's see. Do we have Zoma and leader? We can make a team really quick. All right. Let's do here. All right. What do you want to do if you want Zoma as a leader? Honestly, because Zoma is just such a good damage dealer, it doesn't really matter what you put in a team with him. But hypothetically, you want to get the most out of Zoma in terms of making him as a leader and everything. I don't have White King, so I can't show that guy off. But boom, look at Zoma. Remember, his leadership only does spell potency. So actually, maybe that was that other team, right? Because this guy has Crackle, and this guy's actually pretty good when it comes to Crackle too, isn't it? Because he gets Crackle potency 10%. And he also has that fire potency, but that's probably because of a different weapon. Oh yeah, that was exactly because Mucifer also has Crackle, and these units are both free. And so I was probably trying to stick to mostly free units. Okay, so you know what? Let's go back and relook at this team. I thought I made a team for here. It turns out I just forgot that I had. Right, one more. Boom. Okay, so yeah, I basically went with like free-to-play units that have crack type spell potency that they could benefit from. And so you know what? We're gonna use these guys in a fight. I'm trying to see if there's anything I missed. A quick demo of abilities. People also want to know like scrolls. I don't know enough about scrolls. I don't use scrolls. So I can't really help with that. But you know what? People say bang, not boom, but bang is pretty good on Zoma from what I've heard. Whether or not that's true. Oh, I gotta do that before the next couple hours here. I think I was gonna record another YouTube video with a better attempt, but you know what? Gotta keep moving. Do these guys? Oh, effective abilities. Crack. Let's go, bros. All right, now normally I wouldn't like this would be if I were to use Zoma as a leader to make a different unit look better, but Zoma is what the unit review's about, so let's do it. Let's do it. Zoma, front and center, bro. If you die here, that's fine. I don't even care. What does this guy have? I think that guy has crack. Okay, let's slow it down just a little bit. Let's see what happens. There's only 4 units. We're bringing in more than they got. You know what? I'm going to move right here. We're going to keep everyone in range of the leadership ability until we're ready to start killing. Dude, look at that. Even Frigid Breath is pretty good. I think we start with Psycho Cannon. A really cool ability. It just drops a Spirit Bomb on his face. It's a little tiny Spirit Bomb, but a Spirit Bomb nonetheless. Almost, it didn't one-shot the unit, but there's also wasn't weakness there. Mucifer, get that crack going. We're just going to be aggressive, man. Dracolite, 105 damage, Dracolite. Good job. That was with crack, by the way, as well. Crack would have done quite a bit more, too. I think almost triple. Oh, is this guy actually faster? This guy is faster. No. Okay, hit this guy. Let's go. Oh, we actually moved it so we can't hit him. But you know what? This is fine. Move you on this side. Spank him. Goodbye. We got to use Frigid whatever at least once, all right? All right, let's kill this little guy. Bro, this is obviously not a free team because it has Zoma in it, but all the other units are free, I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously Zoma's doing most of the damage, but still, it's like, that's nuts. And it is still, they're all weak against crack, so that is pretty helpful. All right, Frigid Doom, let's go. Or whatever it's called. Glacier Doom. Look at that. Look at that damage, bro. It's only at +4 and it just did 861. And we just lost Dark Robes, oh no. What are we gonna do? He can move forward and kill both of our units. Let's just see if we can kill him first. In fact, even if he doesn't, let's see if Zoma could just survive it just for laughs. You know, let's move him here. No. I want to tempt him really to move forward to hit this unit. So I just want to see if doing the worst possible moves, if we could still win. Hey, good MP regen. Okay, the game broke. Why did the game broke? You know what? We're gonna auto for the rest of it. Not what I wanted, but you know what? All right, Zoma did not live through it, but I'm telling you, he was close. 736. How much HP does he have? I don't know why it. Obviously I would have done something different. I mean, Zoma probably would have still died there because that was the whole point. Yeah, how weird. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen, but you know, glitches happen. Go ahead and smack him. Still an easy win. So he did how much? 734, I said. Let's see how much HP Zoma has. Mine's not max awakened, so he might be a little bit lower. Let's take a look. Obviously, insanely easy win. That was with purposely playing dumb, right? And because you could just move out of Great Troll is super easy because when he does that attack prep, you get a free turn to attack him, but also just move back so he can't hit multiple of your units. Zoma, how much HP you got? Reveal it to us. 601 from my Zoma. Okay, so the extra awakenings are a big deal, so he was definitely gonna die there. Even if I would change the Doom Dagger out and something else and go all HP, he could totally survive that. So maybe if you're having a fight where you don't like Zoma dying to like a super hit like that, you can go with HP, but honestly, even 601, that's very reasonable. That's good enough. All right, so personal opinion, fuck you, all right? Zoma's amazing, duh. It's an S tier banner unit. Everyone knows Zoma's amazing. Everyone knows it's a phenomenal unit. Why do I have to make a video telling you that? But people wanted, like, can you do a unit review on Zoma? That'd be awesome. Like, all right, there you go. Why do I have this fucking image up this whole fucking time? Are you guys crazy right now? Why do I even have that up? There we go. That's better. Morning Plat, bro. Is it worth it? Yeah, if you pull it, but this is a gacha unit. Like, it's worth pulling for. Is it worth spending 1,000 of your hard-earned dollars on a mobile game and then not be able to buy your wife a Valentine's Day gift and let her know that you're losing the house? No, that's not worth that. So, you know, worth it is based on personal opinion, but it's like one of the best units, if not the best unit in the game, potentially. So you got to put it there. Rank it? Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. Fuck you. But guess what, Zoma? Guess what, Zoma? No matter how strong you are, no matter how many stats you got, no matter how much you're trying to do the mammogram thing, you will never be a slime. 0 out of 10. For Platypus, we'll see you guys next time.